Peace and light, everybody. I am JL, the writer of this book, What She Taught Me. And today I'm going to talk more about cheating. I think the reason why cheating is such a hot topic is because, one, it's really associated with men. We like to think that men are that we have this monopoly on cheating, and we don't. You know, women cheat, and they cheat a lot, which we're going to talk about in a future video. I also think that it's one of those things that is a hot topic because people are more so trying to figure out how to stop their partner from cheating, as opposed to focusing on how to make sure that they don't put themselves in a position to where they may be vulnerable to cheat. We don't think about that because we all like to think that we're too good to do something so bad. But a lot of people have been caught off guard and in situations where they ended up doing something that they normally would not do because they didn't take the proper precautions entering that situation. This video is specifically for men. Now, women, you can watch this video and you're going to get something out of it. But I want to talk directly to men, and this is for men. So this is for you to keep yourself out of a situation where you may be vulnerable. Cheating is one of those things where it definitely feels like it's something done to you when it happens, but it's rarely something done to you. It's more so something that someone does for themselves that hurts you, and it's very painful. It's very few things feel more painful than being cheated on because you feel violated in a way, and it is abusive. So I want to focus directly on the men and tell you how to keep yourself out of those positions. Now, I've already done part 1 of this, so make sure you check that out. I'll put it in the link below. This is part 2. And again, remember that these topics are focused on the energy, because the energy is the answer to it all. It is the dance of the energy between the masculine and the feminine is really what's going on here. All of the other stuff is just a reflection of what's going on energetically. So in this video, I'm going to focus on the energy. All right. If you don't have the book, make sure you get it. What She Taught Me book at whatshetaught.me.com. You can also get it on iBooks or Kindle, any kind of e-reading device. So 2 big reasons why men end up cheating, settled men end up cheating, energetically speaking here. They both boil down to a lack of feminine energy in the relationship or in the home. Men are terrified of feminine energy. That's where we got to start with this. Men are terrified of it, but we're also terribly attracted to it. So a lot of times what men do is they are attracted to feminine energy. They commit to feminine energy. So this woman who is a feminine dominant being, they commit to this woman. But even though they have that attraction, they're terrified. They're terrified that her feminine energy is going to attract other men. And eventually one of these men are going to be able to take her away, because that is what feminine energy does. It attracts. So think about a flower that's in full bloom. That flower, the reason why it's so beautiful, it's because it's attracting something to come and go about the process of pollinating so that it can create a new flower somewhere else. Same thing is happening with human beings because it's all energy. All right. So men are afraid that a man is afraid that his pretty flower is going to attract other bees or other men. And so what men tend to do when they have this insecurity, when you have this insecurity, if you have it, is little by little pluck those petals off your flower. So feminine energy, remember we talked about this in the video where I broke down the difference between the two. You can go back and view that one. I'll put that in the comments or in the box below as well. Feminine energy is loud. Feminine energy is vibrant. Feminine energy is colorful. It's nurturing. It's all over the place. It's chaotic to the masculine because masculine energy is still. All of these things about feminine energy attract. They're all about attracting, right? I mean, both of them are about attracting, but it's just so obvious when it comes to feminine energy. It stands out, okay? So what this man is doing, he is trying to take you from something that is very attractive to something that is safe. You have to be careful or mindful of how you are taking away the things that you love from the person who you are committed to. Because yes, you are taking away those things, and yes, you're feeling more and more secure as you take them away, but you're also taking away the very thing that you're attracted to. So before long, you're in a relationship with another masculine energy because you've stripped away the feminine energy, and you're looking for feminine energy outside of your relationship. Right? This happens all the time, and a lot of men are not even aware of the fact that they're doing it. They're not conscious of it because they have these insecurities that arise. Okay, and women help them to not be cognizant of what's happening. They have these insecurities that arise, and the partner sees it, the woman sees it, and she says, oh, well, I don't have to do that, or I don't have to see this person, or I don't have to have these friends, I don't have to wear this, I don't have to say this, I can cut back on this. And little by little, in order to appease you, in order to pacify your emotions and your insecurities, little by little, the things that are attracting you to her are being taken away. All right? And before you know it, you don't have feminine energy in the home. So number one is you have to allow feminine energy to be feminine energy. Yes, it's going to scare you. Yes, it's going to frustrate you. And it may even make you feel insecure, and that's okay. Insecurity, the feeling of insecurity, is not a problem so much as having someone else change who they are based on your insecurities. That is a very slippery slope to slide down. And it's an easy way to rob yourself of the energy that you need. Remember, feminine energy replenishes your masculine energy, all right? It refills you, just like for women, masculine energy recharges their feminine energy, okay? So you need that energy. You may not think that you would ever cheat, and maybe you won't, but maybe you'll come damn close to it when you don't have any feminine energy in your home. Or you may find yourself resorting to certain other things that produce feminine energy, like maybe pornography, or close friendships outside of your relationship that give you feminine energy. Not saying that there's something wrong with that, but you want to make sure that you have the feminine energy that you are attracted to in your home. That's number one. Number two is allowing the feminine energy inside of your home to be outsourced. Now, you have to think of feminine energy as, it's gold. I almost said liquid gold. I don't know why, but it's gold in your relationship. And it's very easy for you to allow the feminine energy to be outsourced. All right. So what does that mean in terms of outsourcing feminine energy? Well, think about the things that your partner may be doing outside of your relationship. So, for example, her job. When a feminine dominant being works in a patriarchal structure, a very masculine structure, that drains her feminine energy. Now, I just said that masculine energy recharges feminine energy. So you may be thinking, well, shouldn't it recharge her to be in a masculine structure? Absolutely not. Because in the masculine structure, she's being charged to act outside of her natural energy in order to produce inside of a masculine structure. So she has to operate in something that is not her natural energy. She has to operate that more than she should. This is the same as a woman in a relationship who is taking on the job of the masculine, the man. At some point, she's no longer able to operate in her feminine energy, and this can break her. So you want to make sure that she's not outsourcing all of that feminine energy. Now, back to the job itself. She's working in this masculine dominant structure or this patriarchal structure, and it's draining her because she's operating outside of her energy, right? Then she comes home after she's worked all day, and then she has to handle all of these other duties. So maybe she's giving that feminine energy to the kids. Maybe she's giving that feminine energy to her friends, to functions outside of the home, like church or other organizations. There is such a demand for feminine energy. And so women, if you're watching this right now, I would tell you, be careful, be guarded of your feminine energy, because there are constantly going to be people coming at it. People in structures, because people in structures need feminine energy to survive. A lot of times, unfortunately, they're coming for it and they're trying to get it for as little as possible. So why am I, touching on this for the men? Because it's very easy for a man to allow his partner to do more than what she should be doing. So when it comes to housework, when it comes to taking care of the kids, when it comes to working or volunteering or whatever, it's very easy for a man to just kind of sit back and just let his woman do all of these things. And if she wants to do it, she's going to do it anyways. But what I'm saying is, inside your home, make sure that you are taking part in everything that is going on that she's giving her feminine energy to. Don't just sit back and just let her clean the house all the time. You have to get in there and be a partner. Don't just let her do everything with the kid because you don't feel like doing it or because she's better at it or whatever. Be a partner. You have to be a partner, not just for her, but for yourself and for the home, so that that feminine energy is evenly dispersed, so that everybody is getting some, especially you. Without the feminine energy in the household, everything starts to fall apart. So yes, that means that you have to get up off your ass and help out in all of the things that she is doing. It's just so unfair that so many of us have these expectations of women that are far too demanding when we can help out, when we can be a partner to her. She's worked all day, she's been with the kids, she's taking care of the home, and then at night you expect her to give you feminine energy when she really doesn't have it to give. You have to be an active partner in order to continue to receive the feminine energy that you need. So what this really comes down to is it takes work. It takes self-work, inner work on you to deal with your insecurities, to deal with jealousies or any fears. And it takes work in terms of being a partner, meeting your person in the middle so they're not expending so much of their energy outside of the relationship that you're not getting any of that feminine energy that you need. If you can do these two things, then you can keep the feminine energy that you need in-house and in your relationship, and that will lead you to be less likely to be vulnerable when it comes to looking and acting on certain urges when it comes to other women. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to be a whole lot better than ruining your whole life and something that's really special to you. I hope this video helps. Ladies, next time we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about why settled women end up cheating. And I think men and women are going to want to see this. So stay tuned and make sure that you get the book, What She Taught Me, at whatshetaught.me book.com. Till next time, everybody, peace and light.